Look at somebody that you like, that you think you want to compete against. Look at their hashtags, copy, paste, and then research each one of those. Your goal is to be top 9.
Hey everyone, welcome back to part 4 in this 4-part video series on Instagram. Now, if you haven't watched sections 1 through 3, go back and watch those, they're really good. But today we go over hashtags and recap. Enjoy the video.
Let's recap, guys. Let's summarize. What do you need to do? 2 posts a day. So frequency, thank you. Frequency and consistency is key. I've tested this. I posted 1 every 3 weeks. I got some follows. I posted once a day, and I've done as many as 5 a day. Guess which one gets me more follows? There's no mystery, believe it or not. When you post, when should you post? When? Okay, you want to look at your analytics, and if you look at, they'll give you I think it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They give you a little chart like that. And then I think they tell you the time too. So my time is usually around 7 a.m., something like that, to like 2 p.m. The next thing is you need to engage. You got to engage with them, okay? And this is really critical. So I usually reserve about 1 to 2 hours to respond to every single comment. And if you've ever followed me, if you ever made a comment, I either heart, or I give you a sarcastic answer, I harass you, or I give you an answer. One of those 3 things will happen, right? I literally am going through, my son's like, what are you doing? I'm like, hold on. Okay, let me answer this, okay? All right, so really quick, Chris did a bad job explaining the keyboard shortcuts in the iPhone, so I'm just gonna do a quick demo and show you how to do it quickly. So you're gonna go to Settings, then you're gonna go to General, then you're gonna open up Keyboard, and then you're gonna go to Text Replacement, and then you're gonna hit the plus sign, and then you can add any phrase you want, and then you'll add your hashtags here. So I use something like, what I use, Biz HT1, because I have many hashtags. So I use about 30 hashtags that my friend at Dave Tallis, he's awesome. You guys should follow him, okay? He does similar things as me, teaching people how to grow on Instagram. So it gives me about 30 hashtags, boom, I'm done. I don't have to think about it, it's awesome. Okay, that also is the cap. You cannot do more than 30 hashtags. If you do more than that, something funny happens. So don't do more than 30 hashtags, okay? So engage with your audience. Why should you do this? Because I want to reward my audience for paying attention. And after that, I don't know if I always respond. I try to, but I can't always. So I prioritize those people. Now here's the next beautiful thing is, this is what they call kind of generative. You guys know that word generative? It's kind of a fancy word, right? Things that generate more things, right? Something like that. So like generative art, like fractals, you know, you just keep zooming and it just keeps making more stuff. I read the comments, and if I keep seeing the same kind of comments and questions, that's another carousel, right? I don't have my notebook here, but then I just jot it down in my notebook, okay? So I'm an analog kind of guy. In order for me to be able to post 5 times a day, I have a book full of ideas, literally, in my notebook. Like if you guys want to pick up an amazing notebook, you can, or field notes or something like that. If you look at my notebook, it looks something like this, right? And it's very small, it's like that. I draw a line across, I divide it in half and divide it in half. Guess what? There's my 8 frames. And I jot down the ideas. Sometimes I have the whole idea mapped out, sometimes I have fragments. I need to get them down. And later on, when you see me do my masterclass on this, you'll see, oh my God, that was the note, that was the carousel, yes. Sometimes I can get a carousel done in 30 minutes because it's already been planned. I want to do this here, right? Here's another little thing I do. I leave a little gap between this and my next grid. And I'll tell you why. Oh, I messed that up. That's horrible, bad designer. I leave room here so I can write little notes like, oh, think about this. So there's a little room for me to add other ideas without making it all messy. And when you get super famous and big doing this, this becomes a really beautiful artifact that then you share too. It's so generative, that's how it works. And next thing I'm gonna say is write something witty, if you can, if you're a witty person, but personal. Tell me a story in the caption, it's very important. Let's talk about hashtags for a second. I don't wanna get out of my league here. You're allowed 30 hashtags, okay? Somebody told me if you use too many, it's not good. So I don't really know what the rule is. Nobody knows what's going on. Use some, not too many, but not more than 30. Now there's a balance here, okay? When you search for hashtags, you need to have a mix of high, low, and medium search traffic, okay? Now, you want a couple low ones, like, you know, average search for this yields like 100K or less than 100K, let's say 50K. That's not a ton of people looking for that. That's fine. And then high is like 1 million plus, right? It's very hard to compete against those people, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't try. The ones in the middle are, so you want a mixture of these, okay? Do a couple low so you become really well known for something, and that's good. Builds traction. You're teaching the algorithm and other people we're kind of related. And if you don't know, the best thing I can give you is a shortcut without any fancy tools. Look at somebody that you like, that you think you want to compete against, that has a good size following. Look at their hashtags. Copy paste into like some program, and then research each one of those. Your goal is to be top 9. You know what I'm talking about, top 9? When you search for hashtags, there's a magnifying glass. You want to be somewhere here. If you're not, there's a good chance that people are not going to look for you. Anywhere in there, you're golden.
And that does it for part 4 in this 4-part video series on Instagram. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video series. I know I had a lot of fun making it, so let me know below what was like the best piece of advice that you heard Chris say throughout the series. That'll let me know whether or not I did a good job or not, so that'll help me a lot. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and we will see you in the next video.